What's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's stream. We got a good lesson for you. You know what I mean? I'm going to be teaching and showing you exactly what it takes to get your first deal in 2022. Those of you who probably going to be watching the replay, don't skip anything. Watch this straight through. I promise you, you won't regret it. So many people inbox me on IG, on sometimes my Facebook page, asking me the same repetitive question. And honestly, much hasn't changed in the last few years of locking up and getting your first deal. Tonight, I'm going to go through some basic stuff, and then I'm going to actually teach you some things. But before I do, I want you to tell me where you're watching from, and do me a favor and share this to your Facebook page or Facebook group. That'll be very important, right? So let me know where you're watching from as we get started, right? I just want to let a few more people in. Some house rules. We will be probably having a boot camp at my office at the end of the month. It's going to go through a whole lot of stuff. If you're interested in that, reach out to me ASAP. And if you have any questions, reach out to my Instagram. I try my best to reply to as many people as possible to be able to help you. But like I said, tonight's Q&A is going to be off the chart. So if you have questions, write down your questions, and I try my best to help you as much as possible. If you're interested in the boot camp, text boot camp to 202-335-3322. So let me share my screen really quickly. So as I share my screen, I just want to make sure that you guys are able to see what I got going on. Actually, no, I can share my screen the opposite way. Boom. Like I said, welcome to Getting Your First Deal Locked Up, hosted by me. Every Thursday or Friday, we try to go live to teach you some information, whether it's real estate, it's credit repair, it's making money online. It doesn't matter. This Sunday, we're going to cover some credit stuff, how to get business funding, just using your EIN. Make sure you look out for that. And like I said, just take notes. So get your paper and pencil, and let's get started, right? So I'm going to tell you right now, getting your first deal is probably going to be the hardest thing that you're going to try to accomplish, right? It's a known fact. Because you're thinking of so many variables. Do I have the right software? Do I have the right system? How many VAs do I need? How many calls I should make? And you're thinking of it so hard that you're overcomplicating, right? So how do you get your first deal, right? How do you close deals and continue to get consistent deals? The first thing I'm going to tell you guys is you should be networking, right? The number one thing you should be doing is doing what we call networking, right? So what I mean by networking is you should be calling the way I got my first deal in 2017, I called title companies. That's the first exact thing that I did. I called the title companies and I said, hey, listen, let me know if you have a deal to fall through or fall apart due to lack of financing, or the buyers or the sellers end up getting cold feet. I can come in and close just as quickly. Only thing I need you to do is just pass my number off to whoever that is. Literally, I did that, and 3 days later, a guy called me with a deal where we made $45,000. So that's one of the first things you can do. Is sometimes you might not need this. You might not need, like, what I'm trying to say is you might not need a whole bunch of resources. You might not need a whole bunch of tools and things. Sometimes it's just about being resourceful. You get what I'm saying? What I mean by being resourceful is going out and saying, yo, who can help me get to my goals? So Networking and title companies what got me my first couple of deals, right? And networking is just letting people know what you're doing. You can easily go on your phone and send out a mass text message and say, hey guys, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm in real estate now and I'm looking to buy 2 or 3 properties in the next 60 days. If you have anything that you be considered selling or anything that you're trying to just get rid of, do me a favor and let me know. I guarantee you right now there's going to be a few people in your phone that even has a property they're trying to sell, or they know somebody that has a property they're trying to sell. Letting people know what you're doing, right? Also, going back and posting on social media, right? Facebook is free. IG is free. YouTube is free. See what I'm doing tonight? I'm letting people know what I'm doing. I'm getting a bunch of people in front of me and getting their attention, right? Start using your Facebook and your IG in the most constructive way. Drive people to text you, right? You want to make sure that you got people texting you and that they understand that it's okay to communicate with you because you have service that you're trying to provide, right? Hey, I got some money. Me and a partner with some money. We got some money. We're looking to buy a piece of land in the next 30 days. We're looking to buy a mobile home park in the next 10 days. That's what you got to do to get to the next level. Do me a favor, guys. Let me know where you're watching from, so that way I can let everybody else know where you're watching from. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, everybody. What's up with it, Paul? Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. So in this web class, I'm going to share with you some basic tips, some basic fundamentals so you can be able to do deals. After what I got for you guys, you're going to know basically some tips how to close the deal, how to successfully close the deal, and then how to properly plan your way to success, right? I think a lot of people fail in this business, in any business, is because of the lack of planning. So for me, 80% of my time is spent in preparation and planning, and the 20% is actually spent in execution. But let me tell you something. The 20% is what actually makes the money. So there's this rule called 80-20, and I talked about it last week, I believe. So you guys got to understand that you're going to be planning and prepping and trying to figure out how to get to the next level. Either that's you pulling lists, right? That's you talking to sellers, that's you making offers, that's you riding past looking at properties, and then the 20% is getting the contract, locking up deals, and selling it to a buyer. So what I want you guys to first do, the first thing I did was I got a support system, right? I got people around me that was in the business, that was doing the business on a daily day, right? The first thing I did was went to someone that I thought that knew what they was doing and became a value to them. What a lot of you guys are doing is doing the wrong opposite. It's basically, hey, can you help me? Hey, can I pick your brain? Hey, can you show me this? Let me tell you something. That's not going to get you nowhere in 2022. Everybody's about what could you do for me? So what you need to start doing is bringing value to the table. You need to start letting people know exactly, how could you help them and how could they benefit from you. There's nobody in this world, and I repeat this, I say this live and I'm going to stand on it. There's nobody in this world that came across me that I didn't provide value to. Nobody in this world that came across me that I didn't provide value to. I don't care if they were rich. I don't care anything. I'm going to always provide value to people. So when I call and they see their phone ringing, they understand that it's something important and they should answer the phone. So you guys got to start providing value and then creating a support system. You can join some free trainings. The first thing you can do is volunteer your time. Hey, Antoine, do you have any old leads I can call for you so I can lock some stuff up so we can make some money together? Hey, Antoine, is it possible if I can go drive for dollars for you and send you the list and let your team call, and then I can listen to the calls that they call so I can practice my calls? See, you guys are overcomplicating this because at the end of the day, you don't understand and know another way. So you got to be resourceful. You know what I mean? Or go out and call somebody. When you say driving for dollars is not leads, right? Leads are people you've spoken to, you qualify, and they're interested in what you have to sell. So I hate when people say, yo, I give you my leads. No, them not leads. Them are That's called prospecting. Them are prospects. I can give you my potential prospects in exchange for blah blah blah. Prospect holds a lesser value than leads. Leads are people that's identified as hot or warm. Write that down. Leads are people that identify as hot and warm that you already talked to that express interest in doing business with you. That's what we call leads. So when you tell somebody, hey man, I got 50 leads, that don't just necessarily mean you going driving for dollars and you wrote down 50 properties. You haven't done no work. Anybody can do that. I can go pull a list from anywhere to get that. So what you got to start doing is bringing value to the table, right? Learn how to make offers. The only way to learn how to make offers is to make offers. The only way to learn how to cold call is to actually cold call, right? So you guys got to start rolling up your sleeves and saying, yo, this is some things I need to do. Another thing you need to do is to make time. Make time for your business, right? The only way you're going to get to your first deal is to give your business adequate time so that you can lock up contracts. Some of you guys work jobs, some of you guys are busy. I get it. But at the end of the day, how can you expect to make $20,000, $30,000 when you won't even give your business 2 hours a day? See, in this life, we call this you get what you put in. If you're not putting in much or nothing, and you 2 years in and you haven't really accomplished anything, I guarantee you, if you go back and look at the amount of work you put in, that's the reason why you haven't accomplished nothing. Also, some of you guys, you just information junkies. So the reason why you can't get your first deal is because you on this guy training on Saturday, you on this guy training on Sunday, you over here at this meetup, you over there doing this event, you on this call, you networking with and that's nothing wrong with that. But the issue is you got to take your knowledge and implement it. The quicker you can implement your knowledge and the stuff that you're learning and obtaining, the quicker you can see results. If you're just holding that information and not implementing anything that you're holding in, you're not going to see no type of results, right? So you can do this by basically going into a set, and maybe you bought a course and you learn something. Don't wait 4 or 5 days to say, you know what, I'm gonna try to put that in use now. Because what's gonna happen is your mind gonna forget about it and you're gonna go chase the next shiny thing. So one of the things I'm gonna tell you, if you want to get your first deal, don't worry about all the shiny objects. What are shiny objects in real estate? The best new software, the new list, let me tell you something. If you want to get the best list, just get a high equity list. Every other list is going to show up on a high equity list because 80% of the good deals have some type of equity in it. Unless you're doing creative real estate investing or something of that sort, then that's when things change, right? But if you're not doing creative real estate investing, people now teaching innovations and all that stuff, hey, that's great. But I'm here to tell you, stick to the fundamentals until you financially are okay with losing $20,000, $30,000 on a transaction because the seller decides to not honor the agreement, or the seller got a lawyer, or the seller got their daughter, brother, or sister involved, and they like, yo, this isn't right, so I don't like this. So one of the things I'm going to tell you right now is to make sure that you do that. And once you make sure you do that, I guarantee you, you'll see some good quality results. But remember, guys, write this down. Implement the information that's given or that you learn, because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to learn something. I can't stand when I see people go to like 2-day conferences, 3-day conferences, and literally when they get home, they implement none of the stuff they learn. That doesn't make sense. Also, be more organized, guys. You know what I mean? Making sure that your stuff is organized. One of the things that I couldn't figure out in my real estate business was, how can I make everything under one roof, where I had different softwares for English voicemail, I had software for text messaging, I had a software to manage my leads. I needed something under one roof where I can manage my entire business, right? So software like Prospect Vault, if you go to prospectvault.io, prospectvault.io will literally, for all of my real estate people, it's $99 a month. You can do text message marketing on a budget. You can set up, like a lot of people say, hey, Antoine, I have no time for real estate. Well, have you set a text message campaign? And then you can set triggers in Prospect Vault to respond to people based on responses. Or you can literally run ads in Prospect Vault for real estate leads, and then hook up a software like ManyChat in order to automate speaking with people. So one of the things I'm going to tell you guys is to be organized. Find a tool because you can nurture and follow up with like 10, 15 people, and don't forget to follow up with people. But what happens once you get 150 leads, 200 qualified leads into your database, and they need these touches on a weekly and daily basis? You're not going to remember to follow with everybody. So you're definitely going to need some automation in the system as you scale, right? And you grow your business. So keep things simple. When you go to make the offer to a prospect, use a simple 1 or 2 page agreement. Don't use that 20, 30 page board of realtor contract agreement unless you're a realtor. Then you have to use it, right? But if you're not a realtor, you shouldn't be using a 20 page, 16 page agreement. I'm gonna tell you right now, because people are very, very sensitive on the things that they commit to. So if you're making it that much harder for them to commit to something, your closing ratio is going to be lower, because they're going to like, I have to look this over with my lawyer. I have to talk to my sister about this. I have to take time to read this. But if you have a 1 page agreement, 2 page agreement, you can say, hey, listen, I can sit on a call with you. You can read it. It literally takes you 5 minutes. Any questions you may have about this agreement, I'll be more than happy to answer. You notice I didn't say anything wrong with the agreement, anything you don't like, any questions that you may have about the agreement, I will be more than happy to answer. That may be law, and you changing a few things from verbiage, whatever the case may be, to get the deal closed. But the most important thing you want to do is make sure that people are comfortable in what you got going on with your agreement. So tonight, I want you to write down this homework. If you guys are just getting started, or if you guys are currently doing business, find your simple 2 page agreement, right? A simple 2 page agreement. There's a million Facebook groups that have these agreements in the file section. Go find your 2 page agreement and look over it, and make it the way you want it. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Also, I think a lot of people are not getting their first deal, or they're not getting deal flow, is because they lack follow up. Remember, guys, I can count on my hands how many times you talk to a person one time and they actually do business with you on the initial call. That's like a once in a blue moon type of thing. So that's a once in a blue moon type of thing. So just give me 1 second. I want to answer some questions. I see a lot of people coming. I see a lot of people coming in here. Before I go on with my lesson, let me address some of you guys. I'm sorry, guys. Usually I have somebody inside the stream, y'all helping me. But tonight I'm working solo. So what's up, Leonard? How you doing, brother? You saying, hey, big dog, I need a full-time VA ASAP. From callers to acquisitions and dispositions, would I go get them? I just got my first deal done. Hit me, text me right now. And if you're dead serious, I'll make it happen tonight for you. Only if you're dead serious. If you're about that life, text me right now, 202-335-3322. Once I get off the live, I respond to all the messages, and we get on the phone and we hash it out to figure out how could we help you. MLK, DC or nothing. You already know I'm a Washingtonian. No matter how far I go from home, home is always home. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any. Yeah. Not, us as a company, we don't play with people. We offer a 6-month warranty. We have good quality training. We manage the VAs really good. They have ongoing support. It's a great investment. I can literally talk 2 hours about how many people's lives we impacted and changed by the services we offer. But let's get back to the training. I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss anything. Also, Coach Kenny, anybody that's looking for acquisitions, we have acquisition training coming up this month. We can get you a VA inside that training. I definitely recommend our clients to come into the training so they can see exactly what we teach, so they can do it themselves and they can understand, and then their team can understand. Okay, let me get back to my training. Sorry about that, guys. So like I'm saying, follow up is everything. Matter of fact, let me show you something really quickly so you can understand. So If you want to get a contract, you're going to need between 6 to 15 cold call touches. Sorry about my hand, right? That's just for guys. This just was for cold calling, which means that if you got like 2 lists and there's 3,000 people in each list, right? 3,000 people times 15. Let me get out my calculator. 3 times. I know it, but I want to make sure I'm right because I want nobody to be like, oh, Antoine don't know how to count. That's $45,000 you have to make in order to hit that 15 touches for most of the time. So be prepared that every list that you pull per 3,000 people, you're going to have to invest in about $45,000. What do that mean? A VA can get $99. Okay, a VA can get $85 done an hour. You divide 85. You divide 85 by this is how you project how much it's going to cost to get the production out, guys. You divide 85 hours divided by 45,000. So 45,000 divided by 85 equals, I believe, 529 hours. So you're going to need roughly around 529 hours in order to be able to 529 hours in order to be able to hit your goals for that particular list. What does that look like? Okay, let's get to it. So you take 529, and you times that by $4 an hour, times by $4 an hour. Let me get out my calculator. And this is exactly what you're going to get. Just give me 1 second. $529 4, I believe it's like $2,100. So $2,116, and what we call projected labor cost. Now, that 45,000 touches, that probably on a good day, that probably equals 3 to 5 contracts. Contracts valued at $15,000 each. So 3 contracts valued at $15,000 is equivalent to $45,000 and PR, projected revenue. So let me ask you guys in the comments really quickly. If you can invest well over $2,500 into these touches to get 3 to 5 contracts where you're going to make $45K, is that a good investment? Yes or no? Put in the comments. Because what I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get your first deal is how to think smart, how to strategize. There's 2 ways to do this. You can network, like I just said, or you can be smart and work hard. One of the other ways you can do, if you're flat broke and you got good credit, leverage your credit. Because literally, it's going to take for you to adapt to a skill, get a contract closed to be able to catch your momentum. Now, you can work hard and network, but you can't scale it. You know what I mean? You can work hard, but like, who in their right mind can do $45,000 for one campaign? Mind you, that's just one list, one campaign. So what I want you guys to understand is that sometimes it's going to take a lot of work to get deals going. Once you get your first deal, it's going to take a lot of work to get the momentum. So you guys got to start creating a well-oiled machine. You follow me? Listen, drop your questions. I'm here to answer as many questions tonight for you as possible. So like I said, follow-up is everything. Be prepared to do $45,000. What that means is your VA called Maybe someone didn't answer the phone, someone did answer the phone, but they called that number, right? How could you do $45,000? You can use a bunch of different dollars, right? They have call tools. I used to be affiliate with them. I don't really promote them. Got my own personal reasons, but I will promote a company that I'm not even getting paid from, which is IQ Dial. I've been loving IQ Dial. I've been using it for the last 1 year. It's been working well. We have about 8 seats over there. 8 seats just made 8 license to call. So that's been working tremendously well for us. We love it. Maybe we'll do some special training just on IQ Dial one day. I had one of my top people that runs the IQ Dial for me come on and show you exactly what I do. The main reason why I got it is because it's affordable. You know, a lot of these SaaS guys, they're really extorting and taking advantage of the real estate folks, charging all this the same amounts of money for software that I felt like shouldn't be that much money. But that's just my personal opinion. We're not going to get into that. But I want to make sure that you understand that if you're not following up in your business, and like guys, what I teach is fundamental business. And what fundamental business means, you can take what I teach and go apply it to any business. This isn't just real estate niche. I'm an entrepreneur. I own multiple businesses. So a lot of stuff I'm teaching, you can be able to transfer to other businesses. So if you're not following up, if I don't follow up with people in my e-com business, if I don't follow up with people in my training business, if I don't follow up with people in my real estate business, if I don't follow up with people and my coaching business, whatever, I'm not going to get deals. That's just the way it works. You have to get used to getting on the phone. Hey, listen, I've been following this guy for the last 2 weeks, and if you're watching this, just know I'm never going to stop following with you until you tell me no. Until then, it's my job to call you to get you on the phone. That's just now. That may be a system automatically calling. It might not be me actually calling, but it's my job to get you on the phone. Until you say, "Fuck you, Antoine. Don't ever call my phone again. I don't want you to help me in any way or any regards." I'm gonna continue to follow up because it's my duty to make sure you have the things you need. Just like you as real estate investors, if you know a person is on a tax delinquent list and they got a month before their house gets sold, continue to follow up with them. Even if you feel stupid, like, why am I calling this person? I'm telling you, it may be that last call that you hit them, and next thing you know, they're ready to move forward and cooperate. Everybody has reasons why they don't pick up the phone, right? So, closing a deal, right? There's a lot to go into closing a deal. It's hard for me to put everything on tonight's call, but I'm just going to give you a great quality overview. And closing a deal, consider the following methods, right? You need to understand their pain. Like I said, this goes to any business. You need to understand their pain. What are the things that they're going through, right? What are the needs? What are some things that they need, right? That they need to have in order to move forward. Is it that they need to sell a house in 2 weeks and they need to have a place to go as soon as they sell a house? Or that they need to sell a house and they need to stay for extra 3 months? So you have to negotiate some type of tenant lease back? Is it that they need a little cash right now to pay down some debt? What is that need? Most importantly, trust. People just don't do business with you because it makes sense on paper. People do business with you because they trust you. So if you can't get on the phone and articulate and explain to people why they should do business with you and why they should trust you, that's going to really hurt your conversion rates, guys. So making sure that people trust you, and let's talk about trust really quickly, right? I think the reason why a lot of people fail is because they so transactions, right? Right? They don't show emotion, right? They don't build rapport, right? And they don't ask layered questions. Sorry if I misspelled some stuff, but it is what it is. Let's go back to this. What do this mean? If a person on the phone telling you, you're on the phone with them, you're trying to buy their house, and they're like, I just lost my mom, I just lost my husband, and the next thing you ask them is, okay, how many bedrooms or baths? Right then and there at that moment, you lost the transaction, even if they continue to talk to you. And the reason is you're not showing empathy. Instead of putting the business to the side and focusing on their pain, you are being transactional. You see what I'm saying? Being transactional will hurt you. And I'm trying to teach some of my employees this in a couple of my other businesses. right? Stop being so transactional and show empathy and build rapport with our clients so they can respect you, right? And the reason why is because you are so busy trying to hit your numbers and do your job, you're not even thinking that this person on the other end of the phone is a human being just like myself. So you guys, you got to start making sure that you understand that, oh man, you just lost your husband. I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, I know this must be hard for you. How you getting through things, how things are. Like, ask the questions, bounce around, fill out the conversation. It's just been very hard for me. Well, I'm pretty sure your husband was a great man. You know what? I lost my uncle. My aunt is like, a mom figure to me, and I lost my uncle, her husband, 6 months ago. So I can completely understand how you feel. You know. And then what you're trying to do is find that commonality. See, one of the things that you guys got to understand in closing deals and doing transactions is that you have to find a back door into someone's brain or heart, right? And that back door is usually a back door commonality. What makes a person feel like they're in common with you? First thing I seen, right? If you go back up to the comments, MLK said DC or nothing. That hit home to me. I'm from Washington, D.C. First thing I said, what's up with it? I'm always going to be with Washington. No matter how far I go, home is always going to be home to me. That's commonality. If I was on the phone with that person, the first thing I say is, before I even got the call started, I will warm up the call. Hey, man, what the hell you think our Redskins going to do, or our Commanders going to do? And then make a joke about the team name change. And then I would dive into talking a little stuff about the city, how we like the city. And then if he's a DC resident and he's selling, then I'll get around to, I already know home prices are high and people are getting top dollar for their home prices. So that being said, have you ever given any thought into how much you want to sell this house for? Because I know you can get top dollar, man. You both know that. Give me an offer. Okay, great. Well, let's do this. Let's look at what's currently selling on your street in its as-is condition without it being fixed up, and then I go from there. You saying how I kind of massaged myself into that conversation and got into the business without really getting straight into the business by being transactional? That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? My team said, drop your questions here. Don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't be shy. But like I said, the rapport building is amazing, but this most powerful tool is this one right here. Asking layered questions. What is layered questions? Okay, tell me a little bit more about that. They tell you a little bit more about that. Oh my God, well, how do you get to this point? Okay, well, great. What's some things you can do to get out this situation? You see how I keep asking questions on top of questions on top of questions. And what that's doing is putting me a deeper rapport building hole with this person where I practically know their situation, and now I'm able to come up with offers, right? Remember, offers, when you're making offers, if it don't benefit the seller and it don't solve problems, see, your offer must solve problems, right? Example, when I get on a call with Leonard tonight, because I know he's going to text me because he's serious, because he just closed a deal, I'm going to give him an irresistible offer that's going to solve his problem. Let me tell you what his problem is. He just closed a deal. He understands and knows he has to do something with that money, and he understands and knows that he can't replicate this and do it all over again by himself. So he needs a team to help him. So I have an irresistible offer for him that's going to solve his problem. Same thing with a prospect. If a client is selling a house and they have all this equity in there, the first thing you're going to do is offer them a good quality offer that's going to solve their problem, and then you're going to back up and reinsure that offer by the convenience of speed, because they need to sell this house by next week or by next month, and you agreed to get this house done in 14 days. That's called making an irresistible offer and solving their problems. Now, obviously, stand on what you promised, so that way you can be a reputable person moving forward. Any questions? Drop your questions. So, business is a rinse and repeat method. Once you come up with your formula, guys, and you come up with the way of doing deals, and you come up with I want to do deals by subject to. I want to do deals by buying land lots and selling them, seller finance, or I want to do only lease options or whatever that is for you guys. Now you can do everything, but you're probably not gonna get too many places trying to do everything at the beginning. But whatever that is, figure out that process, write out your SOPs, right, and stay consistent. If you stay consistent, the one I can't guarantee you a lot of things, but the one thing I guarantee you is the results will come. Because the most people fail is because they're not consistent enough in their business to even see the results turn over. And what I mean by that is they quit in a month or two. They quit in soon as they got to go into their pocket and pay out their pocket to pay their VA, or to pay some skip tracing, or to pay their software subscriptions. They ready to quit. But the truth is, once you develop that system and you start to make money, you're going to naturally want to invest money back into your business. You're going to naturally want to take care of the business. You know why? The business is taking care of you. So you want to do it a favor and take care of the business as well. Listen, guys, if you need anything, text me right now, 202-335-3322. Even if you're watching the replay, right, we're having a virtual boot camp coming up. You can come to my office or you can watch it virtually. It's going to be a 2-day camp. Everything's covered. We'll take good care of you. If you're interested in that, text me right now. If you're watching the replay, text me right now. So, like I said, closing the deal is about moving from where we are now to where we like to be. That's all it's about. Go from a list, a prospecting list, to a warm or hot lead. Once you get that warm or hot lead under your belt, the follow-up, right? 8 to 15 touches. After the 8 to 15 touches, you're able to squeeze out a few deals. You get that cash in, you rinse and repeat. So look at a list and say, this list right here is going to make me 50,000. How is it going to make me 50,000? Because I'm going to call it 45,000 times, and I'm going to get 600 leads, and after 600 leads, I'm going to get 3 contracts. Now that ratio is terrible, but if you, even a blind man without a pen and basic knowledge of real estate, can take a list of 3,000 people and over time consistently calling it could get 2 or 3 deals out of it. Because these people are so motivated, they don't even need you to tell them that they need to sell their house. They just need to get rid of their house. Like I said, the most important thing that you need to understand is that when you're closing deals, make sure that you're focusing on the other person's needs and interests. How does this benefit them? What's the timeline that's benefiting them? And what they got to do? How complicated is the process? Write this down. How's this benefiting them? What's the timeline, right? And what they got to do. If you can figure that out, guys, I guarantee you your close ratio will go up by like 30-40%, which means that instead of 1 out of 10, you're probably closing 2 to 3 out of 10. Like I said, we're having a virtual boot camp. No pressure. But if you want to come, just text me ASAP. June 16, June 17, 5 p.m. Text boot camp to 202-335-3322. We're going to be talking about lead generation, finding buyers, right? SMS marketing, cold leads marketing. What is cold leads marketing? List that you pull that you assume that they may want to sell, but there's no significant proof that they want to sell. So we're really good at pulling millions of records and then taking that millions of records and compressing that data to finding the best people that's interested in selling. We literally just launched a new campaign, and in 2 days, this one SMS person generated about 14 quality leads. Tomorrow, I'll be doing most of the calls. I like to call people. Here's another tip. Call people at the most convenient hours. So when I do my acquisition calls, I like to call people between 5 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Saturdays between 10 and 3 p.m. So If you can get in the habit of making these acquisition calls and calling these people during that certain time of the day, you're going to get a higher pickup rate. More people are going to pick up the phone and they're going to hear what you got to say. When a person picks up the phone, you want to address them by first name. Hey, what's up, Antoine? How you doing today? I'm fine. Who is this? This is Antoine Campbell giving you a call. Listen, I got your information. You spoke to my partner the other day and you expressed interest in receiving a cash offer. Did I catch you at a bad time? Always ask people permission to move forward and whatever your process is. I want you to write out your process. Go to lucid.app and mind map out what is your process from the time that you get the lead in all the way into the time you do acquisitions. If you don't know that, then come to the boot camp. We'll do that with you. These are basic fundamentals that you're going to need in order to take your business to the next level and do consistent deal after deal. Like I said, these trainings are every Wednesday or Thursday or Friday nights. We cover topics that we see that our partners, we call it all our clients partners, our partners I have questions with. If you can do us a favor and fill out the surveys, that would be greatly important. This Sunday, we're going to be talking a business credit. A lot of you real estate investors can benefit from business credit because you can get the money that you need to do your real estate business and scale your business with just using EIN. Or if you got a good, perfect credit and you're trying to get your business off the ground, leverage your credit. Don't wait till the perfect time. The perfect time is now, guys. You can go to Navy Federal and get a loan. You can go to all of these different places and get loans so that you can invest in your business. We're willing to do everything else. We're willing to go on vacation, buy airline tickets, put tennis shoes on our charge cards, Christmas items. But we're afraid to put our business on our charge cards. We're afraid to invest in our business. Let me tell you something. There's no investment and no other vehicle that you can put money into that's going to pay you dividends like your own business. So invest in your business and drop your questions. I'll be on here for a few extra minutes, maybe 40 seconds. If you have any questions, drop your questions ASAP, and I'll try my best to answer these questions. You guys are shy. It's okay. If you're watching this replay, write down the notes, implement the information. I guarantee you, uh, you'll get somewhere with it. Let me go back to my notes. You got to be able to solve problems, um, right? You got to be able to ask layer questions. You also got to be able to build quality rapport, which means you would never go on a date and try to get sex on the first date. Now, some people, they may offer you sex, but the point is, don't try to do the business all on the same call. Take your time, right? Be emotional, show empathy, empathize with people, right? And then understand your numbers. Understand what is projected labor costs, right? Understand how many contracts you can get out of how many dollars you can make. So then you can forecast how much money that you need to put into your business. So once you get that down pat, you literally can scale your business to how far you want to go. Other than that, listen, guys, I appreciate you. It's been a wonderful night. If you're watching the replay, you can text me anytime you want. 202-335-3322. If you need a real estate VA or acquisition VA, text us right now, your name, email, and let us know your situation. Me or myself or someone from my team will get you on the phone to figure out exactly how to help you. Because at the end of the day, our job is to help you. I see you back here Sunday, probably 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Or maybe 5. I don't know yet. I got to check my schedule. But I see you back here Sunday. I should know I check out Sunday. So I might do an early Sunday training. I might do something around 11 in the morning. Yeah, I see you back here Sunday, 11 in the morning. We're going to be talking about business credit and how to be able to leverage business credit to scale your business. And then this week, we're going to have a bunch of different trainings. So stay tuned. If you're not on our email list, get on our email list ASAP so we can be able to email you once we have this stuff. Some of the trainings will be on YouTube. Some of the stuff will be exclusive to only to our email list and to our paid customers and partners. So get on our email list so that way you can be able to differentiate which trainers you want to participate in. Effectively this month, we are going to start putting our events on the CEO 929 website. So you can head over to the CEO 929 website and you can see exactly what's going on over there. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you. Catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Talk to you soon.
Every day, we open our eyes to fulfill our purpose. Advancing to the path unknown, driven by the will to achieve more. In these challenging times, the Antoine Campbell enterprise strives to provide innovative leverage, using today's technology and exceptional talents, designed to give you an advantage in the real estate market for incredible results in your business. On that account, we have created a new system, custom for the real estate industry. It is a systematic course for real estate investors that provides you with all the knowledge on how to build a team, systematize, manage, and generate converting leads for your business at an astoundingly low cost. Utilizing virtual assistants with profound skills. Be part of the satisfied clients we have worked with over the last year. This is the VA Mastery System.
This podcast, the Entrepreneur Tool Belt Podcast, is sponsored by Easy Skip Tracing. Go to Easy Skip Tracing for your most robust data for your real estate investor business. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself to some amazing skip tracing. Remember, Easy Skip Tracing. That's easyskiptracing.com. Don't miss out. Don't cut corners. If you cut corners, I guarantee you, you'll go around that circle twice.